In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the 3 lights that I use. These have upgraded my production quality more than anything else I've purchased, including cameras and lenses. And everything I just did comes in at around $100 with just some minor drawbacks. First up, we have the Viltrox L116T bicolor LED light. And coming in at right around $32 without a battery, this has been a really nice addition to my lighting kit just because of the little accents that you can add in the background of my videos. Typically where you'll see this is behind those fake flowers back there, casting kind of like a warm glow behind it. I just think it's kind of a nice addition to my videos. It's pretty simple, and if I'm honest, I'm not really a big fan of RGB lights in the background of videos. I see so many people going so overboard that it's really distracting in the background, having those reds or blues or changing colors in the background, but I just really like having this nice warm soft light in the background, just adding a little bit of more natural accent. Now, I said it was a bicolor LED light, and that means that you can shift between different color temperatures, either between warm or cold, and it ranges from 3300 Kelvin and 5600 Kelvin, which gives it a pretty decent range for most of my videos. So if we have 3300 Kelvin right here, and then you can cycle it over to cooler light at 56. Not sure if my auto white balance is gonna change anything, but you get the picture. Like I said, this is just a really nice accent light that I use in the background of my videos, or I'll use it for a soft fill with my product shots. If you go on Amazon, you'll find that it's advertised as going on top of a camera, and it does come with a mount for that, but I wouldn't recommend it. It just has that weird broadcasty look to it. What I like to do is I like to mount my 1K Joby GorillaPod on it, and it works as a really nice stand for this light to put almost anywhere. 2 other features it has is you can adjust the intensity along with the color temperature. So it can range from anywhere between 20% or 100%, and it does get pretty bright. It has a built-in diffuser right on the front, and it also has a brightness intensity dial. So along with adjusting the color temperature, you can adjust the intensity as well, ranging from 20% to 100%. So this is 20% here and 100%. So it gets decently bright. And when it comes to brightness, like I said, I use this as an accent light, so I don't typically go over 20%. Usually I'm ranging around between 20% and 40% brightness, so it fits my needs really well. Though I wouldn't recommend this light as the first light you should purchase, but I will say some of my favorite B-roll shots I use with just this light. So I set it over to a cool temperature, and it makes a really nice sweeping effect across reflective objects and sensors specifically. If you look at some of my thumbnails, you'll see that the sensor or the lens glass has a really interesting color to it, and that's usually because I'll set this to a really warm temperature, light it with this softbox, and then reflect it off of the glass or sensor to create that interesting effect. All right, the other light I use is a can light. You can get these for 10, 20 bucks at a hardware store, and they come with just a metallic can. You can put a light bulb in them, and then they have a clip as well. So it's just a regular light fixture. The only drawback with these is they're not diffused. So depending on the light bulb, they're gonna give a harsh or soft light. So just pick the light bulb that you want and go from there. And then we have the key light, and this is the one that I recommend most out of all of these. If you're shooting YouTube, products, or really anything indoors, I would highly recommend getting one of these soft boxes first. I ended up buying the Neewer 700W light kit. It came with 2 soft boxes, one there, one that I'm using as my key. The kit costs 70 bucks for both, but you can actually get just one of these with the stand for right around 40 or 50 bucks, which I would recommend because I typically don't use both of them. Pretty much everything I shoot is going to be with this one softbox and then using the other lights as accents. Having a large source of soft light has probably been the most helpful to me, mostly because of its consistency. Window light is a really great start, but you're really limited to time of day and conditions, and the lighting can change at any time, so you're not going to have that consistency in your videos. So my softbox is the 24-inch by 24-inch square softbox, and I have it as close as I possibly can without being in frame, just so I get a nice big eye light in my eyes. The kit comes with the stand, the reflective box, the light bulb, and the diffusion material that goes on the front. I typically do a 3/4 lighting style, which gives me a nice, what they call Rembrandt style from my limited lighting knowledge. I typically only use one light as well for my product shots, and just the soft light really makes a difference in highlighting the little details. Now, there are drawbacks to these. They're not bicolor, so they're a fixed daylight setting, and then they also are not dimmable. That's one of the biggest drawbacks, I think, but they're good enough for what I need, but definitely keep those in mind. Also, the light stands are really lightweight, so I would definitely get something to hold them in place. All of these lights have made a huge difference in my production quality, but I would definitely recommend getting a softbox before you get anything else. Like I said, 40 or 50 bucks, you can't really go wrong. And if you're interested in getting one, head over into the description and I'll have the links there. If this video was helpful in any way, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and we'll see you all next week.